So if it, and then we jump not for the global context, but also for not from the economical context, but also from the environmental context. So this is not new for you guys, I'm pretty sure. So we are living really bad conditions all over the world. We were talking about global warming, epidemics, and disease. We have a whole continent which is just forgotten, which is Africa. We are experiencing a really big resource depletion. We have one coal plant per week being setting up in China right now. We need to build at least 2 times the infrastructure that we have now in order to accommodate 9 billion people that we're going to have in the next maybe 10 years. So, and of course, if you talk about social context, this is not new also. We used to call globalization. Globalization means 2 words. One which is in the north part of the globe, which is white, which is rich, where the population grows very slowly, which export high technology and consume high technology. And there's another word here, south, non-white, poor, population growing really high rates, low-tech consumption, import technology. So these people, 1 billion of them lack water, has no permanent source of water. 2 billion of them lives with less than $2 a day. So, what is the generation, what is the value generation that you're going to create in your life? So, that's what we call the triple bottom line. So, and as I said before, science has the power to impact economic in a variety of different ways, social and environmental. So it's very important for the entrepreneurship way of thinking to think about what we can do with the things that we know how to do. What is your core experience? What do you want to do and what do you know how to do well? So I'm pretty sure that you guys here are like science-motivated students who came for this beautiful paradise, I would say, talking a little about sharing some experience of your past life and your future life. But what do you guys want to do in life? Have a PhD thesis? Published 10 papers? What is your mark? What do you want to? What is your legacy? So this is a very important question. I keep asking myself this every day. I would say every day I woke up, I ask these questions. But the point here is, what's the role of the university in this? So the university is mostly the best place ever to develop the entrepreneurship capabilities. But are we doing this actually? So is our university a good place for being an entrepreneur? This is my question. So the university, we have a lot of very good experience all over the world, but not in Brazil, especially not in South America. I would say that there are some countries that have so much to teach us. Is there anyone here from Sweden? Finland? Finland, you're Finnish, right? So your country is a very good example of this. So how can you stimulate entrepreneurship in students when they are like really small kids? So the university has a central role in this. It involves all disciplines. I'm not talking only about biology or pharmacy, but I'm talking about all the disciplines in the university. We need to put people together, working together, talking together. It leverages university knowledge, of course. It spurs social development. But the big question, the bottom line is why and how to get there. So this is a new concept in terms of knowledge management that we call the cooperative university. This is a quite controversial theme, especially because we have in one university that is this university. Sorry, this is in Portuguese. This is natural visibility. We live, our university is this one. Is the classical university. When I mean our university, I'm talking about Federal University of Rio de Janeiro. We live this, so the light that glows within the walls of the university, it's there forever. So the light here is glowing, is not glowing here, is only glowing here. So we need to jump the walls of the university and make our achievements, our research, our discoveries, something more attractable to people. And we should put our efforts into this. So this is the more or less the idea of the cooperative university, where we have a forced visibility. You see, light here glows everywhere. So we do have some very good models going on in this country also. I prefer to not mention any university, but I think we should at least think about changing to this model. So, if we talk about entrepreneurship, one very good definition is the spirit of creative risk-taking. So, this is one of those definitions. I'm not waste your time with this, but entrepreneurship is the act of doing something new. So, creating new ventures that generate and capture value by realizing opportunity through creativity, innovation, knowledge, skill, passion, etc., etc., etc. Maybe the best definition of entrepreneurship that I know is from one social scientist named Jacques Fillion, who is a French guy, still alive, who says entrepreneurship is make ideas and dreams coming true. We're talking about dreams that come true. So it's a very big mistake of thinking about entrepreneurship as only the ability or the activity where we're gonna open biotechs or companies or whatever. So entrepreneurship is almost a religion, it's a way of thinking. So you can be an entrepreneur giving lectures, giving classes, working with science divulgation and whatever you want to do. So, but let me give you just a few words on the entrepreneurial process that ultimately will generate some value for you guys, for your life. So the first thing and more important thing is to know exactly what are your core competencies and which things you do well and which things you don't do well. So what do I do well and what is my passion? So of course, if we're talking about science, we are doing this every time, okay? So can I do this electrophoresis? Can I do this NMR study? Can I grow that cell? Can I, etc., etc., etc. You are asking yourself this question all the time. So, but what about this question? Do you guys, what was the last time that you guys asked yourself this question? What is my passion? So this is a very important question to be done and to be asked. So with a bit of this and a bit of this, you can more or less draw a picture of your core competence, and you can imagine how what venture can I create. Okay, I'm not talking about, forget about product, service. I'm not here to talk about companies. I'm here to talk about doing something different in our lives than only publish papers and theses, okay? And of course, with your core competence, you can have a better pen or a better picture of the opportunities that the world offered to you. Some problems, some unmet needs, and this is really important, especially in the poor countries, some hidden desires, etc. And in the end, if you generate that value, you're going to do your mark. You're going to do something for the world. just a few words, a few sentences on innovation. The best thing I think is from Schumpeter, which Schumpeter is considered the father of the innovation. And he said that primary, and according to him, he was a German guy, a mathematician, philosopher also. He said that the primary innovation is the primary mechanism by which economic growth is created through what he called creative destruction. And I just love these two words, creative destruction. Because creative destruction is what we as scientists, we are doing creative destruction all the time. Every time you are reading a paper, you are thinking about what you could have done if you have read that paper before. This is creative destruction.